Hello Wolfpack, back with another episode of Trader Today. Today we're on Sand, which is Sandbox. Essentially Sandbox, the reason why I picked this up is because Sandbox is basically the biggest loser in the last 7 days within the top 100. And we're looking at it today and we can see that there's a pretty clear descending channel structure. Now it's debatable, it could be a descending wedge, depends how you draw it. You know, some people will draw it like that and that's a descending wedge formation. I would say it's a descending channel formation. However, it doesn't really affect the impact of this trade. What I'm looking at mostly is this top line here, which I'm going to make a dashed line. Now I'm not necessarily looking for a breakout of this dashed line, but what I am looking for is a bounce off of the 200-week SMA and a bounce off of this green support box so we can swing upwards to the upside towards this dotted pink line for a potential rejection, right? And then exit the trade there. And then obviously if we'll break out, we'll re-enter because that would be a double bottom formation. Now, the reason why I'm not willing to buy into this right now is because, well, it's not actually at my buying zone yet, right? My buying zone is about 15% away. My buying zone is at the 200-day SMA, which is this green line here, or anywhere within that green box. I think that once we drop below that green box, so this is how I would run this trade if I was going to do it hypothetically, and that obviously depends on how Bitcoin looks. It's just an idea. It's not a trading signal. But what I would do if I was going to trade this is I would buy at the 200-day SMA, which is currently at around $2.92. I would set my stop loss below this green box, so I'd set my stop loss at around $2.70. I'd be risking, if that was the case, I'd be risking around 10%, hypothetically around 10%. So my stop loss would be 10% lower than my buy-in, and I would wait until we come up to a retest of basically the dotted pink line, the Ichimoku cloud here, the bull market support band, the Gaussian channel. All of those things are up here near this dotted pink line. So just to make it clear, just to clarify again, I'd buy in at the 200. I set my stop loss below this green rectangular box here, and I'd probably start selling as soon as any of these things are hit, and that could be as low as $3.60, and that would set me up for a solid 20 to 25% gain there potential on Sand. And depending on how Bitcoin looks, you might even sell earlier, or you might not enter at all. But essentially, that would be a double bottom formation, and so using that structure, it would be logical to assume we'd actually break out. But given the state of the market right now, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we reject. And given the fact that we have all of this resistance as well that I just brought up, wouldn't be surprised if we reject. But you know, I am expecting, obviously, I'm bearish on Bitcoin, and so that needs to be taken with a grain of salt. But looking at this chart alone, I would be expecting some sort of retest of this pink line before an eventual crash downwards. I do think Sand is going to go downwards further. But that's just a trading idea based on this chart alone. It's not based on any macro events or external factors. But I will be keeping an eye on this chart for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.